Oh, Capricorn, I know you're going to be so excited to see the Tower and the Four of Cups. Mentally, you may need to take a break, concentrate on what you already have, and deal with some Tower moments this month. The Tower, to me, is an opportunity. A lot of other people are going to stress the dramas or the negatives of this card, but to me, something new can't be built without getting rid of some old. So, if this is showing up in your life and you feel like things are a little chaotic and things are being broken down, whether it's a system or a relationship or whatever it is, you just feel like things are falling apart, maybe that's exactly what you need them to do long term. If this is on an emotional level, this is someone in your life with a cup card coming beside it, and you are feeling very hurt or what have you, just emotionally torn up, it's going to be on your mind a lot, obviously. And it may be a good time for you to concentrate on what you already have. To me, I feel like this person's kind of like not paying attention to this, and you're like, dude, take the cup already. Somebody's trying to love you. Maybe you need to just kind of focus in on what you already have. But be mindful that sometimes some really good opportunities for love or comfort or support, that kind of stuff can come in and really help us through these moments. So regardless of how you play into the spectrum, just be mindful of that. Mindful of your emotional attachments to the hard situations in life. Mindful that, this will be an opportunity to create something better, to create something more, to create something different. And it doesn't mean it's easy, and it doesn't mean it's without emotional stuff, but you are more than capable of doing it. And with the intuition card coming out first, I would really heavily rely on listening to your intuition, listening to your gut, making choices that are right for you, not right for other people. Let's pull a card for your mental space. Opportunity for movement, for change, for progression, an opportunity to play salesman for yourself. I'm kind of feeling this card's he's by himself, but in these cards, the main characters are kind of with two others that they are coercing into moving them or purchasing from them, or these are both kind of cards of having to deal with others and your approach to that. So in your physical space, the Page of Wands is a lot of times connected to our passion, our excitement, our charisma, our self-esteem, feeling yourself, feeling good. And it may, since it's coming in the physical spot, it may be feeling good in your body, feeling excited about being healthier, or expressing your physical body in a way that ties you to something that you're excited or passionate about. The Chariot here, in order for these two creatures to move him along how he wants, there's training and there's trust set up, and he can't just hook them together, jump in the driver's seat, and expect them to understand his commands and to work together and do what he wants. So to me, this is always, we have to forward think. If we want to make progression here, if we want to move this chariot, we have to make sure that we are capable of driving it, and that the forces pulling us along trust us and listen to us and can work together to move. So however that's playing in your life, of this teamwork kind of thing, getting people to interact with you from a place of authority, possibly. Like, this person looks like they're the master of whatever. Like, they've created something. They're the creator of this goblet or whatever he's selling. but he's up on top of a stool. He has their attention. It looks like a religious person and a wealthy person. They are interested in what he has to say. They're interested in his product. They could help him further gain attention towards it, right? So these three coming out together in your physical space, I think it has a lot to do with who are you working with in a team? What parts of your personality or excitement or charisma are you bringing to the table? Are you being creative? And again, the wands can play into intuition as well, this deeper place. Just you feel connected to certain things, or you feel passionate about certain things, or excited about certain things. So I feel these are all very positive cards, but it comes with a sense of having to really play well with others right now, and to possibly take a leader role because of these masculine characteristics showing up as the way they are. So in your physical space, that just may be something to be mindful of if you're in charge of a project at work, or you need to take the lead role because somebody else can't, or you're trying to make gains and progress within there. You're trying to get to a place, build momentum to create bigger, to create more. If you're a small business owner, that really speaks volumes to me. Getting in, working with the right types of people that can really help you progress whatever it is you're doing. And that may be some networking on your part in your physical world, meeting some new people, interacting with them, getting yourself involved with people that can facilitate your progression. Let's pull a card for your emotional space. We have the 10 of Cups. I really take this as feeling at home, feeling like connected to your family. There's a happy little couple and their happy children dancing around. This looks like their homestead with a rainbow over top. That doesn't mean everything's hunky. Holy goodness, I can't English. Well, now I'm bumping the camera. I'm such a hot mess express, Capricorn. It doesn't mean everything's hunky-dory. Is that the term I was looking for? And perfect, but it's definitely a place of connection and feeling a sense of family, a sense of unity, a sense of, it's a 10, so completion, really pulling together and feeling comfortable in your space. So emotionally, you may be feeling pretty fulfilled right now, or have the opportunity to find moments like this fulfillment, spending time with family, getting to enjoy each other, enjoying the space, and enjoying the connection that you have with each other. I would look for opportunities this month to have that and see it, not just have it, but experience it, appreciate it, so on and so forth. Let's get a card pulled for your spiritual space this month. We have the 2 of Cups. This coming in as a spiritual card, this card to me is kind of like a marriage card. They're exchanging their cups. They're being vulnerable and open and accepting of each other. This is some heavy duty love exchange. So spiritually speaking, this may be you becoming more committed to a spiritual practice, getting emotional satisfaction and fulfillment from engaging in a spiritual practice, whether this is praying, meditating, going to some kind of group or church, or something that's bringing in some fulfillment for you and allowing you to exchange with this. And it could just be, praying, or for a couple of minutes a day, or sitting with an attitude of gratitude for giving thanks for how amazing your life is each day, or something that's really helping you feel more fulfilled and like you have a real personal connection to your spiritual life in any way that you experience your spirituality. So what I'm going to do now is pause the camera, move some things around, and we're going to continue on to the second part of the reading. All right, Capricorn, now on to the second part, and we're going to start by pulling your challenge card for the month. So this may be a challenge that comes into play this month, and my hope is by talking about it already, if it comes up in your life, you will have a perspective that's like, okay, I got this, I know what I need to do, so on and so forth. I've already thought about this situation. So let's pull a challenge you might be facing. Judgment. And is that judgment of others or judgment that you put on yourself? It coming through in a challenge position really makes me think that you may need to reevaluate what judgment is. What does that mean to you? Do you place the judgments on others? Do you have a tendency to want to correct others or blame or cast judgment because they're not living or doing what you think they should be? Or it could even be on yourself, where you are judging yourself, you're getting harsh on yourself, or you're allowing yourself to believe that the judgments of others matter because they simply don't. How you feel, the story you tell yourself about yourself is the absolute and most important thing in this world. And if that story about yourself to yourself is filled with judgments and shame and grief and guilt and all of those regret, negative kind of connotation stuff, that's the reality you're going to have. So I think it's very important to pull back from a situation, evaluate how that energy is maybe conjuring in your life. What power are you giving it? Are you allowing it to control your actions or your words or your thoughts or your feelings? And I think it would be important to at least have a conversation with yourself about that this month, and be mindful if you find yourself being judged or judging others, judging yourself, call yourself on it and say, why am I doing this right now? Is this appropriate? Is this healthy? How can I change this behavior? Those types of things. Let's pull a card for a strength for you that you may want to utilize this month. We have the Queen of Cups. As a strength, this is being emotionally mature. This willingness to put your heart on your sleeve and be vulnerable and connect with people and have mature, open, dialogued, authentic relationships with people. I don't see her as scared. She's not scared to get her feelings hurt. You know what I mean? She is willing to trust and to love and to be unconditional. And I don't think she's very judgmental. You know, I think it'd be hard to love the way this energy comes across if you're in this kind of mind state. So this coming out as your strength. I know a lot of you Capricorns are very giving to others, want to help take care of others, want to help get things planned and organized and whatever. I would be mindful of your intent there. Is it because you think you can do it better than them or something? Or is it because are you giving of your time and your energy to this person because you truly just care about giving it to them? And are you willing to not only give this kind of energy to someone else, but are you willing to give it to yourself? Are you willing to allow yourself the freedom to care and to love and to express your emotions and to feel secure within them? Let's pull a card for your need to know for the month. We have the Three of Swords and the Six of Cups. The Three of Swords, quite simply put, is hurt feelings. Feelings get hurt. Our hearts just break sometimes. We can't control all the ins and outs of how other people hurt us. We can't control how we hurt ourselves. Just kind of sticking with this theme, I feel like, there may be some of that happening, and it's probably tied to a childhood drama or some kind of nostalgic event that I'm really just with this combination of cards, I'm having a real sense of holding on to some stuff you did when you were younger that you may regret, or you may feel shame about, or makes you feel very vulnerable in certain situations. This card is a card of nostalgia, simplicity shown here, that, young children sharing a cup, this willingness to engage, this willingness to, that you remember when we were kids, like we could meet someone and 3 seconds later, they could be our very best friend. But it was just because we were just ourselves and we were able to connect with each other. And in that moment, they were your best friend. There was no, well, this person's been my best friend for 14 years. So even though I don't really like how they live and we're still best friends because we have this nostalgia. Or I can't be friends with this person because of blah, blah, blah. That happened 47 years ago. Get over yourself. But I really feel like this has to do with some long-term things that you need to deal with, quite simply. You need to know that it's important to revisit some of this stuff and ask yourself questions and try to learn to deal with it. And are you still carrying around stuff from your childhood? Most of us are. That's okay. But are we at least aware of it? Are we aware of how it's affecting us today? Are we willing to call ourselves out on it once in a while? Are we willing to put in some work that helps us deal with it? Or do we stay in this kind of frantic, everything's a mess, everything falls apart kind of, I don't know why the word desperate just came to my mind, but with trying to heal this stuff, I really hope it's not from a place of desperation. I truly hope it's a place from getting to know yourself better so you can objectively look at your past, look at the way you judge yourself, look at how you treat yourself, and objectively say, you know what, I'm not treating myself the best, or yeah, I might have gotten hurt in the past or hurt someone else in the past, but I don't have to carry around regret or shame for these things. How can I deal with them and how can I move on?